Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. And on today's video, we'll be talking about cruise things, the things I take on cruises that will help better myself and my wife. And that's coming up right after this. Hi everyone, welcome back to Traveling with Justin. I am Justin, and yes, so my wife and I, we've gone on about 10 cruises so far. We have another one booked, a little bit out, but we have picked up some things over the years that we think that is beneficial to go on a cruise. So let's take a look at the things that we have picked up. All right, so the first thing that we picked up, we have this right here. I'm not sure if you can see that or not, but it's like a cruise tag that tells the cruise lines where your luggage goes. So this is like for my father-in-law for the October 22nd, 2023 out of San Francisco, Ruby Princess, that's our deck, B627, and that is our luggage door deck where they go. And so this right here is a really super good idea to have because you can staple it to your luggage, but sometimes they get ripped off. So we've invested in this right here. They also have one right here for Royal Caribbean. Okay, so this is for Princess. You probably use this for Carnival. And here's the one for Royal Caribbean. Okay, and so it is kind of nice to have. Yes, it is upside down. So it should go like this in the tag. But I found that these, when you're sliding these into here, they bend, so I just stick it like that. So yes, these are the two luggage tags that I've got, one for Royal Caribbean and one for Princess. Yeah, you can stuff the Royal Caribbean into that if you would like. You can only get one set, so that shouldn't be a big problem. All right, so another thing that we get is something that we need to plug in because there's not enough plugs. So we've picked up this right here, okay? I used to have this in my office, okay? This on the shelf, so I could have, power and USBs and stuff like that. But my power need grew in my office, so I took this off, and I'm taking this on cruises because it's got a pretty long cable to it. It's got a flat head, and you can stick it anywhere, and you can have a nice additional power for your room because there are not that many plugs. However, if you want to have more plugs, I've picked up something like this. Okay, and you got a US plug here, and you got two USBs, and there you go. So it is, I do believe it's a Europe plug. As you can see, you got the two prongs right here, and like for on the Princess ships, the Enchanted, and on the Ruby, I unplugged the lamp. I plugged this into the lamp socket, so I didn't have a lamp on my side, and I was able to have a USB plug for my phone, and I was able to have a US plug underneath the bed to plug in my sleep apnea machine, which was nice. I didn't have to worry about that. And so, yeah, this is nice. You can plug these in by the desks. I got two of them. So these are, they're nice cruise things to have, okay? And then I also got this right here, this multi-plug. It's got 1, 2, 3 US plugs on there. It's got a USB-C and then 3 USB-A plugs right there. So yeah, you can see how nice it is. And it's got other things, but the only problem is the cruise ships. When you plug it in, you can plug it in right here so you can have this on top. But the cruise ships, you plug it in like that. That's how it was on the Brilliance of the Seas. And I do believe the Ruby, that you could only plug it in with this on top, and that really didn't make much use because you have this one underneath there. But if you had this, right, that flat end right there, you can plug that in underneath, and there would be plenty of room for this to go somewhere else. So yeah, I really like this right here. I really like this plug. It comes in handy for cruises. Also, I also picked up this right here. It is Europe power adapter for my sleep apnea machine. So I could just plug this in underneath the bed if I wanted to. So yeah, I could plug this in underneath the bed and then plug the power supply into that if I didn't want to use one of these over on the bed. But I like to have my phone next to me. So yeah, there's that. But this comes in handy. All right, so another thing is USB, okay? So I have this USB right here. So it's got 5 USB-A's and a USB-C. Yeah, I like this right here. It is, you know, compact. It's not that compact, but it is nice. You take it, you can plug it into the power, you can plug it into this, or you can plug it into this, whatever you want, and you have USBs to charge your many devices on. So like this right here, this little thing right here, this is to charge my Osmo Action 1 batteries up. So then I can just plug in the USB-C cable here and plug it in the USB-A right there, and I can charge this up. Also, this right here is my battery cannon charger, and I have to plug it into something like this in order for it to charge. That kind of takes up room, and so that's why it's always good to have something like this, and then you can just plug it in like that. You can't use the USB ports, but it is what it is, right? So, and another thing that I bring on the cruise ship to help me out is the following right here. I had to use this on the Brilliance of the Seas to plug in my sleep apnea machine because the only plug that was available was over on the desk. So I had to run this along the desk to the corner, and then I had to plug this in, run it down the wall, across the carpet, underneath the bed, and then I plugged my sleep apnea machine into that. So that's the one thing that the cruise ships are lacking. I know the newer cruise ships, some of the newer cruise ships are having American plugs right next to the bed. I guess because everybody was complaining that there was no power over there for sleep apnea machines. The Icon of the Seas, I think, only has USB over there and no plugs, which, why did you build a brand new ship, Royal, and not have any power plugs over there? Come on, think about that. Maybe they have one on one side of the bed, but not on the other side. So, I don't know. I haven't been on the Icon, but that's just what I've heard. Maybe they do have that one over there on one side of the bed, but I hear that the Sun Princess has US plugs on both sides, which is really super nice, and USB. So they are stepping up their game a little bit. But yeah, that is what I'm so far taking on my trips. Yeah, so we've taken these right here on the Ruby Princess, our last one through the Panama Canal back last October in 2023. And that's what they look like right here. So what you can do with this is the walls are made of metal. So you can stick it to the metal on the wall and you can hang stuff on it. Like a hook and stuff like that. You can hang it up like this on the ceiling and you can hang stuff on it, or you can hang it on the wall like that, and you can hang like your lanyard on it if you have one of the lanyards, or you can hang a hat, or not heavy. You can't put a backpack on it because it's not that strong. But this comes in handy when you want to hang stuff from the walls. So yeah, we picked this up. They were really super useful on our last trip on the Ruby Princess, and so that is what I like as well. I also have this right here. I carry with me all the time because you can never have too much USB power. Okay, so yeah, this is 6 USB-A plugs that I picked up, and yes, along with this one right here, you've got plenty of USBs. I've had this forever. It is an Anchor, but you can tell there's something rattling around inside of that. This is compact. I can put it in my bag and carry it. This one is not that compact, but it gets the job done. So we took this, my in-laws used this one on our last cruise so they can charge up their devices, and I use this one right here. But yeah, that is the things that I take on my cruise to help make it a little bit better and a little bit more organized in the room, because yes, there is only one power outlet usually on the desk for a US plug. And so like on the Ruby, when we went there, I wish I had a picture of it, but I don't know if I took one. But my wife had her, we took 2 monitors as well. And my wife took her laptop for work. And so she was able to work from the cruise ship on those sea days that we had. And it was kind of, why would she work? But she wanted to. I don't get it. But yeah, so we had enough power. We had this right here as power, and we had this as power, and we had this as power. So we had plenty of power on the Ruby. But yeah, you need to figure out what type of electronics you're taking. If you're taking your phone, you only need a couple USBs. If you're taking a tablet, like I take my MacBook, and so I need to charge that up, and that works good for a plug, you can charge it up via USB-C, the power adapter, but sometimes if you charge it in this USB-C, it could take a while, okay? But yeah, so you have to figure out what you need, what you're taking and what you need. But yes, I would totally recommend these little hooks right here. They are a game changer. So, hey everybody, it's Justin from The Edit. There's one thing I forgot to mention that I always cruise with, and it is an air tag. I'm not sure if you guys can see that or not, but it's an air tag. Okay, I have these currently on my keys, and so since I have the iPhone, I can just track where my air tags are at all times. I take them off my keys, throw this in my check bag, in one of my pockets in the check bag, and I know where my checked luggage is at all times. It's really super handy. It tells me if I'm near it. It tells me that it's nearby, or if it's at a different airport, it will tell me where it's at. I really like this. My wife has one, and we throw them into our check bags. We probably need to get more, so we can throw them into our carry-on as well. So we always know where that one is as well if we check that bag. So that's Justin from The Edit. Let's head back over and finish up the video. So yeah, that is what I take for my cruises. These ones right here, have been a lifesaver. You just put this on their bag and it's sturdy. It's not coming off at all. And so that makes that really super nice. So yeah, those are the things I take cruising with me. If you guys really found this video helpful and useful with all the cruise things that I take to try to make my life a little bit better and my wife's life a little bit better, give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And if you want to stay up to date with my traveling and the things I do, and the cruises I go on and things like that, hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell to get notified of the videos that I upload about traveling. All right, guys, and until the next one, I will see you later. Bye.